I don't know. The numbers are counting, so the live is active. So it just got real. I'm hoping that the audio is good. It's kind of quiet, not too loud. Somebody was supposed to come out the back and come talk with me. She may make an appearance. I don't know. She's an independent contractor. I really don't have a whole lot of leeway and say so about what she come over. Sometimes my wife when she makes some good points, some really good points, and I let her do that. That's all great. Yeah, leave me alone. The point and the topic stemmed from last night. Quite a stimulating conversation I was having. My sister, she called, and we were just talking, just rapping the taste, how we do on some ghetto fabulous country type thing. When it get down to relationship stuff, it always gets intense, and we always sometimes go long with the conversation. But this one was just epic. It was just fun and funny and talking about it. Just like how hard it is to understand when you find yourself in that dry spell or that slow point in the relationship, and the reconciliation just doesn't come right away, and then it just mounts and builds until like this hidden wall between you and your partner, and you just don't fix it. You just stick and stay. You get used to it, and it's just always the bad part of your life now. The life you decide to share with somebody becomes the bad part of your own personal life. And it's like, why don't the two heads just come together with the agreement that yes, we are here together in this, this Sahara of a relationship. And like, what should we do? Shouldn't we be doing something? Or what do you think? Or just hear what I think. And it just becomes, like a subject you don't even want to confront. Anybody bring up, hey, how's your wife? Or how's your husband? Well, how's things going at home? Or, man, it's just it's just miserable, or it's just bad, or you just don't have a kind word to say. When this was seemingly all you ever wanted to do at one point, how can you accept letting it fall to the wayside? Or how can you put any more time into it if you don't see a future in it anymore? You once did, now you don't. What do you do? What do you do? You still have life to live. You still got to go on. You can't just stop living because you can't get along with somebody you once could or whatever. There still has to be something that you do to try and salvage it or end it. Or end it. Either one. I don't know which. I can't speak for you, I can't speak for anybody. But it just seems like it seems crazy to just throw it all away, with no real effort. Because I think that's all it really takes. I think it really just takes admitting where you see this person's flaws are, admitting it to them what your flaws are, and then just hash it out, just like a business deal. This is what it's going to take to make this deal work. This is what it's going to take to put you in this car today. This is what it's going to take. That's any negotiation. And really, when you negotiate a life partnership with somebody, yeah, there are things you're going to bring to the table. Some things you're going to let you keep. Some things you have to take away. And then you got to decide if that's a good deal or not. Are you going to buy? Are you going to sell? To make it happen. You know, which shouldn't be all that hard to do. You know, there should be no shorts when it comes to your happiness. So why would anybody else be included not feel the same way? And here was the revealing part. If you're not at a point where you feel you can leave, or you're not at a point where you do leave, you might have to admit it might not be as bad as you're saying, or you're making it out to be. Here's where it gets thick. I might start to ramp up a little bit right here because this was the point I was driving at. If you can't see that person being with somebody else in your stead while you're still on shift, while you're still together, be like, okay, you know what? I can't stand you. You can't stand me. Oh, these kids, these bills, this house. We 50-50 on everything. We'll just stay together, just to see ourselves through our mutual issues, the issues we made together, the problems we made together, the family we made together. We'll see that through. Then we'll just, this whole thing can end violently. Not the whole thing can end in a ring of fire. Okay. If you can do that, you could be all right with that person, your significant other, having somebody else, being with somebody else. Can you do that? Here's the thing. If you can't see that, or that angers you, or that upsets you, then if you have a feeling of misery, then you have a feeling of concern. If you have a feeling of concern, then that's where your heart is. That's where your heart is. If you feel nothing, and I don't care who she do, I don't care what she do. Her name can be on the bathroom walls at the gate station. I could give a shit less. You know, she could be a block walker on Sunset. All I care. I it doesn't bother me. She ain't here, is she? Good. Okay. Well, I don't care if she's you know, doing freaking tossing salads at the top of the Golden State Grid. I don't care. That's a situation you could do without. That's where there's nothing there. There's no love there. That's over. That's over. Whoever that person needs to get needs to get over it, and they probably feel it every time they're in the room with that person. When they would rather you be somewhere else, anywhere else, as long as you're around or with them. That's a relationship that's ended. That's over. That's over. And no, hell no, they can't be with nobody else. And no, hell no, they can't be with somebody else somewhere else. No, you be right here in the house and miserable with me. But then that's what you want. That's what you want. And that's who you want. That's who you want. Admit it. Admit it. And you can admit it. But that gives you some ground to make a change, to make an improvement, to say something. And you're not out of your realm by saying, hey, yeah, I know for the last 2 months we've been walking around here blind, not noticing each other, not talking to each other, just avoiding one another, coexisting, being roommates. But today, we need to talk. Yeah, after work, we need to talk. At lunch, we need to talk. We need to sit down. I mean, start with the small, work your way up to the bigs. Or let's have lunch. Of course, he gonna look at you crazy if you say, you might have a lunch with me today. Okay. You know, he probably think you want to doggone poison him or something, give him some doggone rat poison or something. Because you've been so distant and so offbeat, it just don't seem practical to spend time on purpose in the same space. But you made it that awkward. Combined, the two of you have made it that awkward. When when you think just probably a few days, weeks, months back, to eat lunch together was like an exciting thing. It made looking forward to lunch more excitable. Yeah, I'm gonna have lunch. Yeah, I know I probably have lunch with my husband today. Probably gonna have lunch with my boo today. Probably gonna have lunch with my wife today. Blase, whatever you call that dirt bag. Still a dirt bag. It's your dirt bag though. We're gonna have, we're gonna spend time together today. That 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour lunch is gonna be like the highlight of your day until after work. Until after work. And then you're talking like you never talked before. How did you live without this? How did you do without this? You will feel a refreshed, revamped feeling of of your relationship. It will come back to being like the best and the most important thing to you once you realize, okay, I'm not claiming innocent on this, and she's not claiming innocent on this. So now we're both saying, here we are, two flawed individuals, sinful creatures of the earth. We made mistakes. We wasted a lot of time. Let's not waste it. Let's not waste it anymore. That's it. Okay? Not giving orders, not making demands, but I'm willing to if you're willing to. You'll find that there's so much more willing to than you could have imagined. You don't even know how you held out this long. What have we been doing? We've been wasting one another's time. What have we been doing? We've been wasting God's blessing. What have we been doing? We've been putting ourselves behind any and everything else in our lives. And the most important thing starts up here with Him and here with us. All these things you created were not just thrown upon you, and now you got these burdens to carry. No, you met this person mutually. You didn't have to be with them. You didn't have to spend 5 minutes with them. You chose to because you recognize something in them that you would not like to lose. You might want to keep them around a little bit. See where this goes. See what happens. Oh, you were the biggest pimp on the strip once upon a time, but you know, something about this one, you have no idea what it is. Something about this one drew your eye and your attention longer than you thought it could. Happened to me. Happened to me. You know? So give yourself the benefit of the doubt of being wrong, admitting that you're wrong, and see what your partner got to say. Maybe they want to do a little confessing too. Now, if you say, hey, let's get together for lunch, and as soon as you sit down, like, I don't want to start, okay, you're way too loud in public. After all these weeks, days, months, and time apart, and you shouldn't come back to the table with anything disgruntled to say. You should be now willing to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. You need to admit the truth. You miss me. You ain't even know it. You ain't even know it. Or you wouldn't be here. You asked me to come and meet you to have a conversation. And you showed up. You still care for me. And you ain't even know it. You didn't. You acted like you were so caught up in the act that you were portraying that you didn't, and you weren't gonna bend and you weren't gonna compromise and you weren't gonna break. But you didn't realize the whole time I wouldn't even be here if I was trying to get out of this situation. I wouldn't be talking to you if I wouldn't get out of it. We ain't nothing to talk about. When you invite me to go to be like, ain't nothing to talk about. Matter of fact, I'm busy trying to get these papers drawn up to get rid of you. But if you showed up, then you're willing to make that sacrifice, and you just didn't know it. You just had to be offered first. You just had to feel like you weren't caving in. You weren't giving in. Let them make that move. Then I'll talk to them about it. That means you were already willing to do so. You just didn't know it. You didn't know it. So always put it in the perspective of if you feel anything towards that person, love, hate, mean, anger, anything, then that's where your feelings are. Your feelings are involved with that. Then your heart is into that. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel anything. You feel nothing, you got nothing. You feel something, you got something. Yeah, I made that up. You can write that down. You feel something, then there is something. You feel nothing, then there is nothing. Then there is nothing. And make sure that's on purpose because sometimes you think you can come back to it because I know, yeah, we just be wilding out sometimes. We just be mad sometimes. You might have the tolerance to do that back and forth thing. That other person may not. Because if they hurt for real, then it takes away a little something each time. And it's like after a while, you be like, I don't need to feel less than who I am to be with somebody else. Why should I have to do that? Why is that necessary? Who are we proving something to that we can be that couple that argues, fights, and then get back together in a week? You know, you get the family on your side, like, yeah, I mean, I ain't even with so and so no more. Well, good, I ain't hate so and so. I can't stand so and so. I'm glad you ain't with so and so. A week come by, who coming from church with you, so and so? You and so walk up in the house of people that said everything about that chick from A to Z. Now you is walking in the house with her. I can't take it back now. You said she was a piece of shit. I agreed. I agree with you. I agree with you. You said you didn't like her. We said we didn't like her. If you don't like her, we don't like her. If you like her, we love her. You know, that's how family do. We are open arms and welcoming to anybody that makes you stronger, makes you better, makes you happier. I'm with that person. I'm with them. I'm on board. Personally, maybe I don't like. I may have a problem with the way they dress. I may think they have, they're colorblind, or I may think, whatever I think. But here you are with them, and you're smiling bigger than I've seen you smile since that last time we blazed up. I'm with that. That's what he's with. That's what he's saying he likes and loves, then that's who we're down with that. We're down with that. Now, let's add a drink. Now, if I'm drinking, you can ask me anything you want. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you, and that's gonna be real. What I mean by that is this: I don't have the same filtering system that operates the same when I'm holding a beverage. So you asking me what my true feelings are about this choice you've made, or this choice you're presenting me with, I may have some personal feelings that I may include there. Only because I'm not trying as hard. I'm not trying as hard not to say what's real or say what the honesty is. Just us talking, I can tell you what I feel. For real, for real. Like, yeah, I don't think that's a good fit for you. I don't think that dude compliments you when you're, uh, and I know what your goals are. I know what you're going for in life. This person you just brought here doesn't like they're going to compliment that. And I think this is a short trip. Enjoy it, ride it. If you're having fun with it, have fun with it, but don't make it anything serious because I don't think there's anything serious in that person about what you're trying to do. They're going to change the course of what it is you're doing, or or you're going to get more into what they're doing and then forget, get sidetracked, get thrown off course. Don't tell me that it hasn't happened. Don't tell me that doesn't happen. Somebody you like and care about can eventually be the distraction that takes you off of your whole entire goal oriented purpose. The whole vehicle you were going to this, I don't know, say it was school or military, whatever. I'm gonna wait. You know, the military will be there, school will be there. I can go next semester. I like spring better. I'll wait. But really, in all actuality, you found someone you like having fun with, and now you think I want to spend more time doing that instead of let me go on and build my own brand, get my own situation together, and bring that back to this seemingly good situation. In the amount of time it takes you to go and build that, have that, and do that, maybe that person has some things they need to work out and they have time to fix. Because if you come back and they're still sitting there, why did I have to come back to you? Why aren't you up with me by now? The early part of these relationships that take you on these wild roller coaster rides probably had a lot of signs initially that they weren't built for long term endurance. And you just overlook them. Like I said, you're having fun, you're having a good time. You know what I'm saying? He wears G string, whatever it is that makes it seem so fun that initially you might be overlooking the fact that this person doesn't have anything set for being past 2018. 2019 gonna find him sitting still somewhere. You know, she has applications for college that don't even filled out on this table. Bro, you don't see she ain't filling them out? How bad does she really want to get to the next level of education then? Maybe not very much. So what is her goal? What is she trying to do? And it's okay if you're the boyfriend or girlfriend to ask, like, what are you doing? Where you going? What are you trying to do? Yeah, I know about us. Yeah, yeah, we off the chain, we good together and all that. But what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? How can I help further you get there? You know, when I don't see any progression towards that, because that's the stuff you now have to share with one another, so they can be, or you can find out if they're going to be somebody who helps push you along, helps encourage you, helps support you, or maybe he doesn't want to read anymore. Maybe he wants to give up on that dream. Maybe he wants to change his mind every 5 days. Maybe he wants to sell Mary Kay products. I don't know. But if you tell me that's what you're about, yeah, I'm going to consistently be asking about, you still doing that? How's it going with that? How's the studying going with that? How's the financial part of that? Did you do the business plan? Did you read the small business uh, thing that came out this week? Did you whatever? Not nagging you, not trying to be a nag, but definitely if that's what you say is important, then now it's become important to me. Yours is now your ours. Now it's ours. It's our agenda. And I'm more than willing to fill you in on whatever it is I'm doing if you got any questions about it. But These are things that people overlook when they're talking to somebody or liking somebody or dating somebody or seeing somebody, all these different words for just spending time and money with somebody. Because at first, that's really all you're doing. That's really all you're doing. Spending time and money with somebody. And it's short lived if there's nothing else to it. And that's okay. But just know that there's nothing else to it, you know. So, always a good thing. That's always a good thing. But once it's gotten serious and once you're in it, I guess people don't really realize there is it's like a testing period in which you're not supposed to all, just be so happy and indulge in your relationship that you don't test it every now and again. Everything has to be battle tested. If you don't create a battle, there will be a battle that you don't see coming. And that person has to stand that test with you. And you have to stand that test with them. You know, it could be health reasons, which is a little more serious of a topic if it's a health reason. And now this person is not who they once were, but they can't be. They want to be, but they can't be. They don't feel well a lot. They come sick. As you get older, your health deteriorates a little bit. And now, do I still see you as I once did? Or, it's more of a hindrance now that, well, I used to go to the gym after work, but no, I got to go home. She's going to need her pills or blah, blah, blah. You have to check your own self about that. You have to say a prayer about that. If you see caring for the person you love and are in love with as a hindrance or a burden, that requires a prayer, uh, and not a prayer to help you want to, a prayer that what's wrong with you. Have you ever heard of a person that's like that? They feel a personal burden by someone else's unplanned, unfortunate situation, and they somehow or another feel some kind of way about it. Oh my gosh, somebody got hit on a bicycle crossing the intersection. Oh, now I'm gonna be late. Oh, great. Did you just hear what was said? A person was injured. A person was hurt, and you think about how it's gonna obstruct your travel arrangement to get to work, or your your bus ride to get to where you're going downtown to the museum, because that's all you got to do today. Somebody was hurt. Another person was hurt. You're not in tune or in touch with the pulse of another person's health and well-being, and you can only see your personal discrepancy, your own personal inconvenience. That requires prayer. That's not something somebody else can really help you with. That requires a talk with God. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But somebody you care about, if something's wrong with them, you can't think about, yeah, well, oh, babe, I have a headache. She tells you she has a headache. Okay. Aspirin, you want to turn the light off, you want to lay down, you want to, go bed, you know. These are probably the first 4 or 5 things you probably should ask. And if you're thinking when she said, "I have a headache," you're like, "Oh, I guess I ain't got that." You better hope you better have that sense of humor, and she better know you have that sense of humor. But really, you're just joking. Because if not, then it's like you are so selfish. You're gonna hear how selfish you are to have tried to impose your physical, quick, ineffective sexual advances on somebody who's having a natural ailment that they couldn't help. They didn't have a headache. Maybe they'd take on your wild world of 8 seconds. But if not, you should be concerned as to why you have a headache or what's going on. Or did something happen to where you had a headache? Or were you, doing some work online, a difficult puzzle, or some, work from home from work, whatever. Did you just try to make a move? Did you touch my teddy boy? I just told you I had a headache. No concern. You could care less. Okay. Go in the room. Go in the prayer room. Go in the prayer. You need prayer. You need help. You should see somebody professional if you do that. Not that I haven't. I've just learned. It's not always a cop out to get out of you know this destructive sexual powerhouse that you are. It's like, nah, I'm a hitter. I'm a hitter. I'm not gonna be into it. You might get off on it, but it's a little inconsiderate when I'm telling you ahead of time before you even start trying to come on with turning on the Rick James or freaking Keith Sweat or whatever. I had a headache. Yeah, I just had a headache. I had a headache after work. Not feeling myself. Not feeling my best. Okay, cool. We turn the lights off, we'll watch a movie, we'll lay down, we'll go to sleep, we'll take a nap, we'll something to eat. You know, after that consideration, I'm pretty sure gets you exactly what it is that you want and what she wants. Mutually. A little patience, a little time, a little understanding to get you a long way. So try to think about somebody else sometime. Sometime? Damn. Jesus. And I'm not pushing for anybody to get out of anything that they've gotten into. But if you genuinely see yourself becoming worse, you yourself are becoming worse, and you're in a relationship with somebody else, and that's making you worse, you kind of do have to, come to some kind of understanding. Of course, it starts with prayer. You pray for understanding, you pray for an answer, you pray for a solution, you pray for a way that God can come in and give you some direction. If it leads you to where this person is just toxic in your life, to your existence, making you, just worse than what you are, worse than who you really are, it takes you out of your essence, really. If you find somebody like that, you found somebody special, but they ain't special for you. They're special kind of evil. You're special kind of bad. You're not good for me. I can admit that. I can admit that. Yeah, for whatever reason, I loved you. Now I bought shovels and lime. I don't know why. These are the things you take me to thinking. I'm thinking of a spot where a good hole could be dug. You and I are no good together. I mean, but this is beyond, the normal efforts. Let's go out to lunch. No, I mean, sit down and talk. And if you just see yourself going around in a circle, you talk up, then you talk straight. I talk to God, then I talk to you. Yeah. Somehow or another, I feel we could be better off apart. And hope that person has had some kind of conversation in the same way because maybe it's mutual. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We mutually agree to not murder one another. I don't take any joy in thinking about you not making it home because of a car crash. Because that's not you. Typically, that's not you. You wouldn't want to see nobody hurt. And if I don't step outside of my relationship, if I don't go out and try to find somebody else who agrees or who likes or who's more in tune with me or who likes me, gives me compliments, okay, well that's even better because if that person's out there, then you need to be done with what you're doing to go out there and find them. If you're still looking, you should be able to take on advances, dismiss them if you don't feel what they're saying, or indulge them if you do. But this is what you have to deal with first. The situation that you're in. You created it. You asked for it. Be careful what you ask for. Sometimes you get it. But if you're done with it and you don't think you can do any better in it, then get out of it. Then move on. I don't know if it's greener grass or greener pastures or whatever, but you clean up the mess you have going on right now. You deal with that. Once you dealt with that, then maybe this is not my first marriage. I can't say I was going to stick and stay where I was and happily just do what I'm doing. Just put this person, go be career and goal oriented. Think about the kids and disregard the fact that there's another grown person walking around in my same space, and I'm cool with that. Nah, if if we if we've messed this up, if we've messed this up together, we either fix it together or we walk away apart. No, no big deal, no hard feelings. No big deal. No hard feelings. Don't ever come around me again, please, if possible. You know what I'm saying? Like when you go east, like don't ever stop. You know what I'm saying? Go to at least a different zip code, preferably New York. If you're going west, how about the coast? How about Canada? Just go. And I'm gonna go, leave it alone. No harm, no foul. Because that's the only way you start to get yourself back to where, all right, now that that's gone, there is an absence. There is a space there because something was there. It occupied that space. Maybe not in the way you want it, but it was there. So now you feel that. What do you feel that with? You feel that with the room you now have for more faith, more prosperity, more success. So you're going to do a lot of talking to God right now. So now it's just you, God, your family, which if it consists of your kids, even better, because now you get to really, those questions won't last long. About, well, where's mommy? Where's mom? Well, mommy's a trick or whatever. But you get that out the way, but then you just start focusing on them, things you want to tell them, things you want them to know, things you want to probably teach them. You were sharing that time with somebody who's not there, so now you just really indulge in them what it is that gets you through. Yeah, well, I talk to God. You still say your prayers at night? Oh, yes, sir. Well, how your prayer go? You sit down with them and really get them in tune to how what they do and what you do is almost mutual. Then they're like, oh, well, me and daddy does, me and daddy does, me and daddy does. Then you have that. Then you have that. Because once that's sturdy and you find a foundation that builds you and your kids up and y'all are situated, you'll see how then if you are out there in the light, how somebody else can complement that. Because you got to talk to them. If you meet somebody, you got to talk to them. Because you got to know, I can't bring you into my house with my kids. Because that's our thing. If you don't fit that mold, you're not a good fit for that. There's no need in even discussing it. There's no point in even going there. So we can talk, we can kick it, we can meet somewhere, we can go do our thing, you know. But yeah, I like to, dance. Okay, dancing is cool, so we can go to a club. If you like to go to a club, we go to a lounge, listen to music, and do that. And then I like to do lines of coke and listen to rock music. You can't come by my house ever. You can't never come with my kids, huh? They don't like rock music. You got coke? You get coke. You're interested. You're just not a good fit for my family lifestyle. So I can't start two lives. So this probably gonna be short lived. Not a problem. Not a problem. Hopefully they understand. Hopefully they understand. So I that period where life was it seemed simple to me, but it really wasn't. With my children here, my career here, then it was like everything else. Everything else just seemed like it really didn't matter nearly as much. If we weren't together, anything else apart from them didn't really play no real role. You know, that's not going to be everybody's situation. That's just how it went for me. But when you have a life and you involve your children in it, then it's like you have to take a whole different look at the people that you talk to and whether or not they can be involved in that. Otherwise, you got to have a barrier. You know, hey, let's see you. Here's where we draw the line, say goodbyes, and then now over here, I shut the phone off while me and my kids are talking about homework or life or what's on their minds or some of these crazy questions they got. I got to find out what's going on with them. That's something you just have to do. That's something you have to do. So the signs are there initially. Sometimes the answers are in the question when you're dealing with, are you a good fit for my life before you slide that ring on, get all dressed up, tell everybody to come by in matching colors to see you make this devotion to give your word, to vow eternity to one person. Sometimes you overlook some obvious things that might have made you change your mind. It ain't never too late to change your mind. I don't give a shit if you stand there in front of the preacher. Look at me now. I don't know. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta call all my groomsmen, call all my homeboys real quick. What do I do without that? You ain't doing nothing. Get in the Chevy and go east. I go back out and explain. Don't take no more of your time away When your kids in your life to go and make a mistake, you gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna try to make it right. It ain't gonna make it right. It ain't gonna make it right. If there's any doubt, that's your way out. If there's any doubt, that's your way out. Put that on the shirt. If there's any doubt, that's your way out. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't be the miserable couple walking around. You 2 feet ahead of her, she 3 feet behind you. You got your phone out, and he looking for someplace to eat. You're living separately together. You're coexisting in the same space. Fix it or forget it. Fix it or forget it. You know, if you don't have no doggone genuine interest in staying with that person and making it work and admitting your faults and listening to theirs, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Make the world a better place, man. We need more smiles, man, not frowns. And we don't need nobody to blame it on. You know, you have every excuse in the world to why you stick and stay with somebody that you don't like, or you don't agree that they do enough in a relationship, or they don't make you happy, or they're not doing this and that and other thing. Don't be the person to hide behind those little made up truths. There's a procedure, there's a condition, there's a court, there's a lawyer, there's a this, there's a that. Go and end it. Go out there and do everything that you want done and want done for you alone. Because some people actually fear that. They speak on wanting to go out there and do those things, but they're not ready to go out there and do it. Nah. You come back home just in time enough. Oh, I got to get the kids ready. And you hear that voice out of the back. They ready. Because that's your lady. That's your dog. She know what they need to do just as well as you do. And she did do it. She took care of that for you. Oh, I got to go to the gym. I ain't got time to fix nothing to eat. I made some in the microwave. Those little subtle things. You can probably teach somebody else to do it, but you already got that. You getting rid of that and trying to improve other areas. Do a pros and cons list of them things. Know my kids, know what my kids want and need, know what I want and need, know where I need to be, when I need to be there, and why. I ain't about to open up no another door and explain that shit to somebody fresh. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I made you a sandwich. What's on it? Bologna. I don't eat pork. Who are you? You need to get you an Uber. You ain't even know I don't eat. Get out of here. You get out of here. Is that the end of the bread? You got, girl. Mm-mm. Uber ain't here. Ooh, I need a nap and you need to leave. Learning somebody to learn you, man, I'm telling you, it ain't no overnight success, and you ain't always gonna be a walk in the park. Somebody knows that and has accepted that and has decided to be with you anyway. Remember that before you start setting up your do's and don'ts, will and won'ts with somebody new. It ain't, it ain't, it tain't easy. And you taint the best thing walking around. Be a man. Just because you're a male, that don't make you a man. Being a man means, yeah, I have to realize I ain't no walk in the park. I ain't the easiest person to get along with myself. I'm temperamental, I'm judgmental, I'm mood swings and all that. But they know that. They know that. I ain't got to even, they know that. That's in itself exceptional. That's what comes with the real relationships. That in itself is exceptional. I don't want to have to explain why it is, you know, I'm watching a game and I'm so into it, and then somebody I'm dealing with or dating, just started dating, don't get the fact that I'm a Carolina fan. Like, oh, can we watch something else? Did you just speak during the Panthers game? You need an Uber. You need an Uber. You need an Uber quick. Get out of here. You need to get out of here. You know, I I I know that if my wife is watching the Dallas Cowboys game and the Dallas Cowboys are losing, and she has this creepy looking smile on her face, and her glasses are down like this, and she's not paying attention to anything else, I don't speak to her. I don't ask if she wants some meat. I don't care if she's starving and her ribs are showing. When that game over with, she'll communicate to the rest of us what she wants or what's after she throws a couple of things and drops a couple of things, she'll start talking back to us. We all know that. I know it. Kids know it. Nah, her time with Dallas has been ups and downs and broken furniture all our life. All our life. We know better. It's essential to have somebody that knows you. It just is. It just is. Oh gosh. I hope this is like an enlightened form of humor and facts put together that you can use or that you just remember just what you have in somebody that actually knows you and can deal with your crazy self. You know what I mean? Because it's priceless. It really is priceless. If you ain't got it, I hope you get it. You know, it's it's a journey. It's a journey. The destination, don't worry about it so much. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Be blessed and have you got somebody to take the ride with you. They'll really bring it out you sometimes. Life is about creating memories, and memories with that person is always going to be something we're talking about. So, um, I'm gonna end it there. Y'all get at me and enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, and remember that you're blessed to see it. I'll let y'all. When it's time to go to the gym, no, I didn't forget that part. You did. They were dressed up.